What's up, guys? My name is Adriel Rivera, and I make music in my shed. Joining with me today is somebody else who also makes music in my shed, the inventor of gravity, Tegan James Pres Washington, aka Pres the rapper.
Watch this. You ready?
Bro, he invented that. That was him.
All me.
That's crazy, dude.
All
I
me.
remember before you invented gravity, I was just floating.
Yeah.
And now I'm actually stuck to the ground. So I think that was a terrible invention. You probably shouldn't have done that.
No, I prefer you grounded. This works. This works for me.
All right,
Sorry.
man. Whatever you say. Today we're gonna be going over the music video and lyrics of my song Pawn, which came out September 2022, I think. So I haven't checked that, but yeah, I'm pretty positive it's September 2022. So last episode we went over the production of the song and just the production.
Yeah.
We really didn't talk much about anything else, but today, like I said, we're gonna be going over this. Any thoughts, comments, concerns, questions before starting?
Nope. Nothing. Excited to be here again and excited to watch this video with the people.
Me too. All right, I guess let's just dive into it then. This is the music video for Pawn.
I thought I knew you, but after months that's not true. Cause you said that we're through, but now you text I miss you. Just take a step in my shoes. It's not my fault you're confused, so don't blame me like it's Clue. I care, but I don't wanna play your game tonight. You treat me like a pawn when I act as your knight, and leave me on the board when you're bored. Am I right? Don't tell me that you love me. The queen just needs an army, so I don't wanna play your game tonight. You treat me like a pawn when I act as your knight, and leave me on the board when you're bored. Am I right? Don't tell me that you love me. 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 I take two steps and one back every time I get on track. You hit my line, I relapse. Should just delete your contact, but I don't, cause we know we both grown way too comfortable. And I won't love a ghost, but it's so hard to let go. Don't tell me that you love me. Don't tell me that you love me. I don't wanna play your game tonight. You treat me like a pawn when I act as your knight, and leave me on the board when you're bored. Am I right? Don't tell me that you love me. The queen just needs an army, so I don't wanna play your game tonight. You treat me like a pawn when I act as your knight, and leave me on the board when you're bored. Am I right? Don't tell me that you love me. 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 Don't tell
Sheesh. That's me.
That is you. That's very you.
Thank
That's
you.
very you.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't looked back at this in a minute, and so seeing me do that, I was feeling myself for real.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of the video. It's actually not bad. I mean, for only it being like in the studio, which like I recorded it on that wall.
That's what I was about to ask. I was like,
Yeah.
it was on that wall, right?
It was on that wall with like these lights that I used to do the background. Like that's what I used to record the video, and it came out pretty cool. Actually, like I thought it was a pretty good video. My dad actually genuinely enjoyed the video as well. which is surprising because it's like this video wasn't. I didn't think it was like anything super special. It was very low budget, just here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but it turned out pretty good.
Yeah. That's what works sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think like that one, that was so good because you put a lot of your like personality into there, and like you said, you were feeling yourself.
Yeah.
You killed that, man.
Thank you.
You killed that, man. You gave a good performance.
Thank you. Yeah, for sure. I mean, putting in the sunglasses as a prop. I don't wear sunglasses at all, but like, just be goofy, be a cool guy for a minute. And then instead of using a microphone, using a lint roller. That actually is something that I do, or I don't do as often anymore, but I used to do it a lot. It was just kind of like sing in front of the mirror with the lint roller. Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah, the little flip you did towards the end there.
That
was crisp. I don't know how you did that. You must have watched a YouTube tutorial. That was fly.
Bro, I actually I forgot that I did that. I don't even remember doing that, to be honest, but there were some cool little moments in there actually. Yeah. Playing the instruments as well, like with the keys and like the guitar and stuff. I actually had to like relearn like the guitar part for the song for the video, and then also like with the keys. Like I never actually played the song I never plugged in, like I plugged in all the MIDI notes. I never actually played stuff. So like I had to, figure out what the notes were on the keyboard and just kind of pretend like I knew play it off. I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was around the time where I cut my hair like that short, because I haven't had that short of hair before this in years. I think 3 years maybe. I don't know the exact number. I did cut my hair once before that, but it was like to like this length that it's at now, which is still relatively long. For context, my hair used to be down to like my boobs, bro.
Yeah, long hair. Man.
It was hella long before, and so I cut it back to like shoulder length, but then here I cut it back to like short, yeah. So, and then that was a huge difference. I remember and also it's not even just that, but I shaved my facial hair because like I had facial hair for a long time too, for years, and then I decided to go clean shaven. Biggest reason is because I was starting to work at Panda Express, and I only worked there for 2 weeks, and I realized this is stupid. Why am I working at Panda Express?
Wow. Wow.
So,
I remember that blip in time.
Yeah. That was the first time I actually ever worked a quote unquote like traditional job. I've always like made money through music and stuff, and so I do that. So now at least I have the experience, and I know that I never want to do that.
Yeah,
work for somebody.
Yeah.
So,
and that's important. That's important to know the alternative.
Yeah, right. Not that it was like a bad job. I really didn't have a bad experience, but it's just like it felt unfulfilling. So it's like, why am I doing this? I should just focus on my time on doing something that is going to further where I want to be in the future.
Right.
But yeah, so because I was working at Pan Express, they were like, you can't have any facial hair. And I was like, damn. And I was actually trying to grow a beard at that point, a whole other direction. I was actually I was trying to get a beard, and they're like, yeah, you can't have it. Like, you can only have like a mustache that's only like this long in length. And I'm like, damn. So I had to shave off everything. And then like right after I quit, apparently they switched the policy so then you could have like more facial hair, just had to be like trimmed. I'm like, bruh.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, so since I had to shave, I was like, all right, might as well just cut my hair as well. Just go full 180, go a different direction with my style.
Yeah.
And when I did that, a lot of people were like, whoa, like dude's actually good looking. That's low key kind of what it felt like, because a lot of people were like kind of like, I got sometimes you post like Instagram posts and some get like a lot of engagement. When I cut my hair, it got a lot of engagement. Yep. So I think people realize that bro's out here cooking not just beats, but some looks as well. Sheesh. You remember when you posted your shirtless pictures?
Yeah.
That's
what I was thinking of, and it's just like 200 likes, and it's like, guys, please, please stream my song. 3 likes, but like just shirtless picture,
with
just
abs
goes off. Yeah,
ab picture all oiled up and everything like that.
Yep.
Damn,
just goes off.
So it was not. It's nice though. It's nice too.
Yeah.
Nice little confidence boost, ego boost for sure. But yeah, there's actually people in the comments of this video that were like, I remember when it came out, were like, I didn't even recognize it was you at first. Like I thought it was something completely different. And so yeah, I think that definitely was a moment
Yeah.
in history.
I mean,
for
yeah,
sure.
like look at this guy up here, the Bloomfield West guy. You know,
for real, yeah.
you had a lot more. You had a lot more going on.
And facial hair and everything.
You
Yeah.
just look at it now, and it's like, he's clean.
Yeah. I mean, people say that it makes me look a lot younger having everything shaved, which
Yeah.
I mean, makes sense. You know?
Right.
But yeah, so that's the video.
I like this video. I have a question about the video.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I have two questions. One is, how long do you think that took you to shoot?
Not super long. It took for shooting. It was all done within a day.
Yeah.
Editing, I don't remember how long editing took, but I would assume it's not any more than like 2 days of editing.
Yeah.
You know, so it wasn't that crazy of a video. The longest thing is like when you're doing a video by yourself, like I was like on a tripod and stuff, when you don't have the extra hand to like setting up the camera like in different positions, and then like having to check to make sure you're in the right position and all that.
Yeah.
It's annoying and it's time consuming, and so like having somebody else to do your videos with, it's like it makes like everything go by faster. We shot content for, actually Pawn is one of the songs we shot content for, but like you were there recording the videos for me.
Yeah.
So it's like when I do it myself, it takes a lot longer to set up all the camera, like set up the camera, do everything.
Yeah.
But when you have somebody else there, like goes, dude, we did a full month's worth of content in a single day. When it was by myself, I did a full month's worth of content in like 2 days, which still, I mean, still
you cut in half.
Yeah, you're right. You know, so yeah, having a helping hand makes such a difference. But yeah.
No, I'm with you, like, cause I be thinking that, I'm like, dang, I only have to record on a tripod, so like I don't want to ask my brother to help me, like he's doing whatever, but like it makes it so much quicker, because instead of like setting up the shot, you go check to see if it looks good, and then it doesn't look good, and then you have to change it, and then you go and check again, and it's still bad, and you have to do it again.
Yeah.
But like when somebody else is there, you just set it up on them, and then you go sit there, and there you go.
Exactly.
All good.
Right.
All good.
Exactly.
Yeah. You just get to like the final thing that you want much quicker.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you, well, I guess for this video specifically, I'm assuming this was something that you had the song finished and you were like, all right, time to do a video. What are we going to do? But is there times where you are making a song and you like see what the visual looks like and stuff? Or is it mainly after the song's finished?
Sometimes I'll get the visual when I make the song. I think a few songs that happened was like Promise of a Parachute. I had the idea with like the whole fisheye lens thing. I thought like, you know, like, and actually I probably shouldn't elaborate on until we get to the episode of Promise of a Parachute, but like I had a whole concept like going into it where like I was going to be like almost like chased by cops kind of thing. And obviously I didn't do it for the final video, but like it was going to be the same kind of feeling that the final video has, where I'm like running with the fisheye lens.
Yeah.
You know? And so, but yeah, so that's a moment where that happened. Another is like Darling, Don't You Know, like with the whole on 80s green screen kind of vibe. Like I made the song with the idea of like having an 80s feel to it. I feel like the song itself has a little bit of like older feel. Some people like, I mean, it's not like super old feeling. Like I don't think everybody would feel that way about it, but I feel like it has a little bit of an older 80s feel to it. And so that's why I went into that music video with that concept. But yeah, there's a few that I do have the idea for. This one definitely was one that I just like whipped up really fast. You know?
Yeah.
But it came out good.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's all you need. It doesn't need to be some crazy elaborate thing.
For real.
All right, you want to get into the lyrics or what?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right.
Jeez.
So lyrics. It's not my fault you're confused, so don't play me like it's Clue. And I commented, it's crazy when one person's confusion leads into another person's confusion, and that there's so much going on. It's like, fam, this is a you problem. This ain't a me problem. Don't try to put this on me.
For real.
Was this something that you felt like you noticed happening at the time, or is this something that you like see in retrospect? Like, did you feel like you were being played at the time, or do you realize it now?
It's like it's a retrospect kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I will say with that line specifically, I like the line. And again, it comes back to like how I mentioned in the last episode, where like when I recorded the vocals, I didn't want to change anything because like I had the passion and the energy, and I didn't want to redo any takes.
Yeah.
But I would have actually changed that line out, because the "Don't play me like it's Clue." I mean, it's a good line, but I felt like it was kind of it's like I think I could have came up with something better. I don't mind the line, but like, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's like it was more of a retrospective thing. Yeah. Retrospective.
Cool. I mean, this is like totally random, but what is your favorite board game? Do you do board games?
I do. I love board games. I don't know if you consider Magic the Gathering a board game. That's a card game. But that's the one I've been playing a lot recently with my girl and like, you know, my brother and sister-in-law. But yeah, like Magic the Gathering is one of I love that board game.
Yeah.
Or card game, you know.
Yeah.
But legitimate board games, damn, you hear that?
That's loud.
Somebody's out there like, you know, ripping it. Moving, right? Yeah. So, board game that I actually enjoy playing. There's a lot of them that I can name. I don't know if I have a favorite. There's Pandemic was one that's a little bit more known, but so the way
I never heard of that.
So this is how I view board games, right? There's like tiers to it. You have like the generalized, like everybody knows this board game, like Monopoly,
Yeah.
Clue. So like everybody knows that. That's
Yeah.
like the mainstream board games, right? But then you start getting into like the like more niche tiers, right? And like Pandemic would be like a step above like Monopoly and stuff like that.
Okay.
But that's like it's where it's lesser known, but it's still a broader known board game.
Yeah,
And then you have other games that are like even more niche than that, which would like I would say, what's one? 5 Minute Dungeon is a game we have that like you basically are trying to. It's a cooperative game where you're not facing each other, you're facing the board, and you're trying to beat this dungeon in 5 minutes by getting rid of your cards as fast as possible. And so like that game, like I highly doubt anybody would really know that game unless you're really into board games, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't say I'm the one that's super into board games. My older brother definitely was the one that like got all these board games and we would play it together. But I love board games though, you know, because those moments with like my family, like, you know, and just playing that stuff, it's like those are like the real bonding moments.
Yeah.
You know? It's like it makes a lot of memories. And so yeah, there's a few really cool board games that like there's one called I don't know the full name, but like part of the name is like House on the Hill. That's what we would just call it. And it's like you go through a haunted mansion, and like as you're playing the game, like you discover new rooms, and like the mansion's literally being built in front of you, like as you play, where like new rooms are being like uncovered, and then like new things are connecting to other things.
Yeah.
And that's a really cool game. And so one person is like it's everybody else against one person, where one person is like the mansion, while everyone else is like the people in the mansion trying to finish the game, you know? And that one's really cool. And we've only played it a few times, but when we did play it, I thought it was really, really cool. So I would love to play it again. I actually think I might have it still here. I don't think my brother took that one when he moved out, so potentially we might play that one, who knows? But yeah, no, board games are dope. I love board games.
Board games are a vibe. Yeah, you're right. It's like those bonding moments. Those bonding moments.
For real.
Yeah, I think I've played board games with like most of the people in my life that like I love and consider like, you know, the people that I'm closest to. I've played board games, I think, with all of them at this point, because it's like that's something we do.
We played Machi Koro.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Would you play another board game besides Machi Koro?
Yeah, for sure. We
got to do that one day.
Oh, I'm down.
All right, let's do it.
I'm down. Have you? I mean, because this is a song. Have you played chess? Do you know how to play chess?
I mean, it's like one of those things where it's like you learn it and you know how to play it, and then you forget it, and then every time you come back to like play it, you have to learn it. It's like that's like for me, it's like poker's the same way, where like I have to relearn how to play poker every time I want to play it because I don't play it as often. Chess, no, I don't know. I knew how to play it at one point, and I just need a refresher. I would be able to get the hang of it like within 5 minutes, but you have to tell me how to play it. Yeah. It's crazy though, because like chess, like people get competitive in chess. Bro, there's like I mean, like I follow Logic passively on Instagram, and I saw a clip of his podcast where he was talking about how like there's drama in the chess community, bro. Apparently there's like hella drama going on in the chess community.
People are serious about their chess, for real.
For real.
They're serious about their chess.
Hey, but if you ain't checking, then you're chessing.
Whoa.
That's his song, guys.
So lyrics. Well, this ties in. It's just the lyrics to the chorus. I don't want to play your game tonight. You treat me like a pawn when I act as your knight, and leave me on the board when you're bored. Am I right? Don't tell me that you love me. The queen just needs an army.
Bro, so where I said the clue line, I wasn't feeling that much.
Yeah.
The chorus, I feel so hard. Like I feel like that. Like I really popped off on that for real.
Yeah.
Like no, I think it's a dope chorus.
Yeah, I remember when we were talking about it, like you were super proud of it, and yeah, I mean I am too, cause like you had a theme, you stuck with the theme, and you did it in a really nice way, and still covered a lot of ground. I think in that theme, like using that.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm proud of it. Like, you know, the whole like you treat me like a pawn when I act as your knight, cause like chess, going back to the whole chess thing.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how. Like, again, we talked about this already. Like, I'm not the most avid chess player, but I do know that knights travel a further distance than pawns do.
It's true.
And pawns you typically are, like, getting rid of more than you are your knights, you know? And so, and also the whole, like, your knight in shining armor type thing, where it's like, you know, you treat me like a pawn in your game when I act as, like, your knight in shining armor. So, like, that's the way that, like, I have it. And then leave me on the board when you're bored. I mean, sometimes, like, as a little kid, you know, like, when you play games or board games and stuff like that, a lot of times, like, when you get bored with your friends, you just go do something else and you leave the board there.
Just move on.
Right. And so, like, leave me on the board when you're bored. Am I right? Yeah, no, I think I popped off on that. That was dope.
Yeah.
I'm gassing myself up here.
No, but you should because that is cool. Like, that's cool. And you should feel this proud about something that you put this much work into, and that is this dope. So,
you hear that, guys? I should feel proud of myself. That means I'm awesome. So you guys should listen to the song.
Yeah, you guys should like Adriel. He's clearly amazing. So did this did the song start off with the chorus, or did it start off somewhere else and then you built it into this, or was this like, this is the idea for the song and we build around the chess pawn thing?
I think it started off with the chorus for sure. I don't remember if like I had the idea to do like a whole kind of board game kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I really liked the concept of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm like, I know for a fact it started with the chorus, and when it comes to all like the ideas and stuff like that, it's been a minute, so I don't really remember if like, you know, I had the idea first and then went into it, but I know for a fact the chorus came in first. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it feels like that. It feels like the song's called Pawn and everything, and then everything just kind of builds around that central concept. And I mean, those are the most potent bars. So yeah, I feel like that makes sense.
Thank you. Yeah. No, and also too, like the title of the song, Pawn, I was actually contemplating on what I should call the song. Like Pawn was like the main one. I was pretty, like, I was leaning towards it a lot, but like I was like, but I don't like say that word often in the song. True. Also as well, like the "Don't tell me that you love me," like that's like the catchy part. I mean, I feel like it's all pretty relatively like good, but like that's the part I feel like would stick out the most to people.
Right.
And so I was thinking about calling it something like that too, but I feel like Pawn captured the idea of the song more than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. You want more lyrics or what?
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Give me lyrics, bro.
So you said, "I won't love a ghost, but it's so hard to let go."
Yeah.
Well, first I want to say the delivery of that line, like at the end, like that last note, that's great.
Thank you.
That's great. I like that. I don't know, that style or something, or I don't know what the word is, but I feel like "Promise of a Parachute" actually, when you go into like the instrumental like breakdown at the end, when you just do like that one long note, I like that too. Like it feels reminiscent of that to me.
Yeah.
And I really like that. So tying in the "I won't love a ghost, but it's so hard to let go," and you also said should just delete your contact. So did we do that? Did we get there?
Well, I mean, yeah, like a long time ago. It's been, it's for sure. Like, I mean, at this point, yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
What did it take to get there? What did it take to get there? Did it take you just spilling it out in music? Did it take you finding yourself in other ways? At what point were you like, okay, I'm cool with getting this person away?
Yeah.
Forever.
Right. I get you. Okay. So just to I guess set the tone and stuff like that. As of right now, and like and how I feel about this certain situation and stuff like that, because I mean, I have these songs and I release these songs, and so when it comes to personal topics and stuff like that, you know, I don't speak on personal topics a lot on my social media because they're personal and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're talking about it on the podcast because it's the song. What else are we going to talk about?
Yep.
So like, you know, I want to just like lay the groundwork, I guess, or not groundwork, but just lay the feeling or vibe of the context right now. The full respect to the situation. At this point, I'm pretty detached, and I don't really, you know, have hard feelings about what I went through and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So to talk about this further along with, like, you know, what did it take for me to get there? It's just like over time you get over things, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like you give enough time to like heal and go through your process and discover yourself and things like that, and just reflect. And, you know, so just having enough time to give myself time and space.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, that's all it really took, was just like letting time do its thing, you know. But also just like focusing on personal growth as well, you know, because time is, my dad said this, obviously this is not his quote, so, but like time is the greatest healer or whatever, something along the lines of that. And I think it's true, but at the same time, there's some people that will hold a grudge on something for like 10 years or something like that, you know, things like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not just time, but it's also what you do for yourself.
Right.
You know, for me, I did a lot of personal introspective growing and like, you know, discovering a lot about myself within this time frame. And so it's like, you know, yeah, I mean, the combination of just like discovering stuff on my own within this amount of time that was spanned is just what resulted in just kind of like letting go of any anger, really, like anger, grudges, things like that. Like I really don't have any. At this point, I'm pretty indifferent about everything that, you know, was my past.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Cool. Wow. You know when the question just like leaves your head, just runs away?
Damn, yeah. You just brain fart?
Yep. It
Damn.
was. Oh, do you prefer to like talk to people about your problems and stuff, or do you prefer to put it in the music?
No. Well, it's a combination of both. I mean, like, it's easier to put it in music because it's like what's on my mind. I don't think we talked about this on this episode or something like that. One of the episodes we talked about this. But excuse me. I like to write about things that like I'm going through currently or like feel currently.
Yeah.
Most of the time, sometimes things are just fabricated. Not as much anymore, but I try to keep it more real. And so like a lot of times, you know, music does help me get some of the feelings out and things like that, and just kind of put it and make a good song. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like being truthful helps make a good song. And you know, people, if what I'm feeling can help people, that's through my music, that's super dope, you know?
Yeah.
So I'll always, you know, kind of use music as a way to vent, and then as well as like help people that might be feeling the same way, you know?
Yeah.
But I am definitely a person that will talk things out though with like friends and family. I did have a therapist at one point to talk to about some of the stuff, you know? And so, yeah, like for me, talking is a big thing, you know? And like, because I think when you have a backboard of somebody that's just there to like listen,
Right.
get your feelings out, like I think just letting go of everything that you're feeling in the inside, just like letting it free to somebody, like is just really big. And my older brother, like my family was a big help in that, you know, and they still are. Like anything that I feel like in terms of like my anxiety or stuff like that like might pop up and stuff, they're there to just like listen and things like that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think that like for me, the way that it kind of feels to me is that when I make music, it's me getting my feelings out, and then I can figure out how like I truly deep down felt about this situation.
mm-hmm.
And then when I go and talk to people about the stuff and I'm able to tell them how I truly feel about it is when I can analyze what to do about it, what like I could have done differently, and then move on from there.
Yeah.
And I think like the two things very much work together.
Right, exactly.
But, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm grateful for having music as an outlet.
For
you
real.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I mean, my first album was called Music Therapy because, like, yeah, you know, I do use music as an outlet for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have much more. I was gonna say I really like the background vocals that you did on at the end of the the end of the last chorus. Yeah, that's where that was at.
Yeah.
That was fire.
Thank you.
That was fire. And
Thank
the video, I think the video adds a lot to the song, and I think that they work very well together. And I was gonna say that I think when the video bumps up the song, that's great. You know, when it just does its purpose, that's nice too. But like when it elevates it, that's what we're looking for.
Thank you. Yeah, and definitely it was a more fun song, I guess. Well, I mean, if you like the instrumental,
Yeah.
the instrumental is definitely more fun. You know,
Yeah.
it has like a more dancey feel to it, and so like this music video, I feel like captures that playfulness of the instrumental really well. So
Yeah, that's what I'd be doing. You know, in my room singing the song, like
Yeah.
I would look like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. Yeah, so if you guys, before we move on to this next little segment, if you guys want to get early access to my latest releases, because I release a song every month on the 25th, down in the description or the show notes, there's a link to get free early access by joining my email list every month. Not joining every month, but like every month you'll get new early access to my.
just gotta join once.
Just join once
Yeah.
and boom, you get early access to my newest releases. Feel free to check it out if you're interested in being a part of that. Do you know what time it is? What does that say, bro?
Quote of the week.
All right, man. What's your quote?
Oh snaps. My quote comes from a local artist by the name of The Third. He's a Chicago rapper. And he said, "She gave me scars and left me open like some bad defense." So when you're playing basketball, you know, and I don't even like sports like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
But you're playing, if the person's not playing good defense, they're leaving you open. You
Right.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Leaving you exposed.
Yeah.
You know? And then if somebody's leaving scars on you, that means that they're too aggressive with the
Right.
defense. You gotta chill.
Yeah. True.
But yeah. I like that bar a lot.
Yeah. I'm not a sports person either, but that's the what's his name?
The Third.
Shout out The Third. What song is that? Is that a song or is that just like?
Furthermore,
Furthermore.
with KO, who's also from Chicago.
Sheesh. I haven't heard that song yet, but I will now.
Yeah, go stream it.
Go check out that song, guys. I'm assuming it's a good song if you like it.
Yeah, I like it. It's on my playlist, of course.
Sheesh. All right. So my quote is from We the Urban. It's there. I know them as an Instagram page. I don't know what other things they do. I'm gonna be honest with you, but like they have quotes about self-love on Instagram. So that's where I know from.
All right.
The quote, which I mean, it's handle with care. Obviously, they didn't come up with handle with care because like you see that on like packages and stuff like that. But I have a sweater from them that I think I've worn on this podcast like probably twice at this point. I think maybe once, twice. But it's like my maroon sweater that says "Handle with Care, We the Urban," right? And I love that. I love that sweater. It's a little. I will admit, it's a little uncomfortable. It's really good quality, but it's like a little too stiff. So it's a little uncomfortable to wear. So like, you know, as much as I love it, I don't wear it too often. But when I do wear it, I really enjoy like the message that it's like, you know, like show. It's like saying like handle with care, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's like you have to handle yourself with care, bro. Like
Yeah.
you are, as much as you are a tough person, you're also very fragile, and you should make sure that you handle yourself with care. Don't be too aggressive with yourself,
For real.
you know. And as well, like, you know, with other people out there too, make sure you get the people that handle you with care as well. You know, don't let anybody in your life that handles you like a FedEx, you know, truck driver or packager. Did you work at FedEx
Hey,
at one point?
that's what I was about to say, guys. I got like personal experience, and let me tell you, they do not give any shits about your packages at all.
Oh,
like
God.
at all. Like it's really getting thrown in there. It's getting jammed in between heavy boxes. Like whatever.
Yeah, like, do they handle with care? Like, if it says fragile, are they paying attention to that?
Yo, I've seen people throw so many boxes that say Fragile on them. They just whip them at the top of the truck.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I love that sweater. It's
Yeah.
a dope sweater. I like wearing it. You know, I'm just a little guy, bro. I'm just a little guy. Handle me with care.
For real. For real. Hey, I feel that, man. Me too, man. Me too.
For real. So yeah, that's my quote. That's my quote. Before we end this, any questions, comments, concerns?
I have none of the above.
Yeah, we stay out here with no questions, comments, concerns, for real. Anyway, if you guys have any questions and comments or concerns, feel free to follow us on social media and let us know. You know, leave a comment on the clips that we post or DM us. You can find it in the show notes. And as well as if you like this episode and you like us, you like Prez, you like me, if you like Prez more than me, feel free to leave a review.
Oh, we got a show out now, guys. Come on.
Leave a review on the podcast because it helps us get to more people so that they can find Prez and then like him more as well. So so feel free to leave a review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. What do?
We make music in his shed.
We make music in my shed.